G'day guys, welcome to Overland, New Zealand. So this weekend we've taken ourselves out of the city and we are in South Wairarapa.
This place is mint. We're basically on the beach and we're going to follow the coast all the way around as far as we can go and see where we end up. Should be a good time.
Keen?
Keen.
Let's get into it.
Patreon helps support the future of this channel, link in the description below. This trip takes us from Ocean Beach in the southern Wairarapa all the way out to the North Island's most southern tip of Cape Palliser.
So we're about an hour and a half out of Wellington now, and Ocean Beach is a cool place just to come and have a cruise. Like, it's nothing technical, nothing crazy, but look at the scenery. It is beautiful.
There are a few little creek crossings on the way in and out of Ocean Beach. Generally, they're pretty easy, but after a storm, they can flow quite quickly.
Alrighty, so on a Noki spit. Last time we were here, the water was probably up to about here on me. Looks a little bit shallower this time. Still very, very soft though. Let this go and we'll see what happens.
The depth of the lagoon varies heaps depending on whether or not the water can flow out to the ocean. This is the lowest that I have seen it for quite a long time. The bottom turned out to be reasonably solid and didn't cause too many problems. With Ocean Beach done and dusted, it was time to jump back on the flat top and make a move towards Lake Ferry. There are two options when you're heading along from Lake Ferry to Whangaimoana. You can either take the beach, or as we are here, take the inland track. It's got a few little muddy spots along it which can be a little bit more challenging in winter due to the type of terrain it is. So there were 3 sensible lines through here, and I decided to take the 4th, which turned out to be not quite so sensible. What I'd failed to spot here was a log buried in the ground. It stopped my progress instantly and the front just sunk. It turned out I wasn't the only one struggling with the sloppy mud.
I thought I'd take the tricky line through here, out through that. All I've done is buried the cruiser deep in the ground. So it's now time to try and snatch off the back of the Hilux here. is not part of my plan. I didn't want to get stuck.
Chloe took a slightly more sensible route than me and Scotty and got the Hilux in the perfect position for a quick snatch recovery.
Right, let's see how this goes. Oh!
Easy as that, and I'm out. I decided to stay out of any other bogs on the way out, and before we knew it, it was time to jump off the beach, back on the road and head out to Cape Palliser. From here, things got pretty cool. The drive out to Palliser alone is worth the trip out here. The scenery is absolutely incredible.
So on your way out to Palliser, you can stop off just off the road here at the seal sanctuary. No matter what the time of year, you'll always find some seals, and if you come in spring, you'll see a whole bunch of baby seals, which is awesome fun. So we're gonna have a quick rummage around, see if we can see any. Cape Palliser Lighthouse. How cool is this place? It is the southernmost tip of the North Island. Next thing out there is probably Antarctica, to be honest. The views up here are cool, and the steps are a nightmare. But how cool is this? Palliser. We made it.
With all 252 stairs climbed and descended, it's time to make a move towards camp and get settled in for the evening.
Where the Land Cruiser feels very, very wide. Look at this! How cool is this spot? Not bad! I reckon we can have to spend the night here.
Waking up to the sound of the sea and the breeze blowing through the trees is really hard to beat. The clouds were gone and we're in for a beautiful day. With camp packed up and a coffee in us, it was time to head out to the final destination on this trip. We're heading out to the Fan, which is a massive gravel slip that constantly changes and can be quite challenging at times, but is an amazing place to drive through. Beyond the Fan is a locked gate, so this was as far as we decided to go today. Getting in and out of the Fan, you need to come through this little gravel slip here. On the way in, it wasn't too bad. Coming back out though, it required a little bit of spotting just to make sure the trucks didn't slip into the valley below. I know I said it again and again, but the camera really didn't capture just how steep that drop was, especially with the angles that the vehicles ended up on. Despite being the biggest vehicle in the convoy, the 80 Series was the easiest to get down the hill without lifting wheels and without ending up in strange angles. The Hilux, on the other hand, proved to be slightly more challenging, lifting wheels and just making it look a little bit harder than it really was.
Yeah, brakes on this thing are far more sensitive. With all the vehicles through, it's time to wrap up and get out of here.
Yeah, we got to camp pretty early last night. We took ourselves stuff to feed, and now we've just woken up this beautiful morning and come down and found this awesome watering hole with this clear water. It's pretty cool to find.
It is that. It's real cool down here. You got the waterfall up there, full miles from up the rocks, down towards the sea. Yeah.
Not too far from Wellington, so it's pretty easy to do in a day trip if you wanted to, but there's also plenty of places to stay if you want to make a weekend of it, camp out overnight.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's got a name, this campsite, but we just kind of were driving past it and it looked good, so stay here and yeah, it turned out to be a nip.
Yeah, follow your nose. You should be able to find it pretty easily. We're not going to give it away. It's pretty special. Anyway, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit like. We hope you've enjoyed this video. It's something a little bit different than the last few. And
yeah, thanks for watching.
Cheers, till next time.